JP, Steph, and Kev. I've got some Heavy D and Barrington Levy. What am I supposed to do? Jeez, that's a sick one, right, bro?
That's heavy.
I know, man. Easy. So, when I talk about Kenya and how we're not a normal country, some people feel like I'm playing. We're not a normal country in the sense of, like, if you go to other countries and you just see how, people, I don't want to say bare minimum. People work hard, yeah, but not as hard as Kenyans, and they really get paid well. Like, life is good. Like, if you just check how, Kwanzaa, for example, in New Zealand, New Zealand was voted as the best country in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially for younger guys, summer travelers, whatever. Yeah. So now, this country of ours that I love, there's some interesting data over here from the Kenya Economic Update Report, and it shows that at least 3,000 small businesses have been forced out of operation as the economic crisis in the country bites. Yes, you heard me right. 3,000.
That's a lot of businesses.
Now, this figure being an increase of over 1,200 from the previous year in a similar period.
Wow. That is a lot of businesses. That's a lot of
I want that to sink in. Imagine.
That's a lot of families that are hungry.
Jesus Christ, man.
That is increased in crime rate.
Exactly. And of course, depression. Have you seen how many Kenyans are killing themselves? God forbid. This is so sad.
Mental health's gone up.
Now, more details over here. According to the report, they say the closure of these businesses can be compared to the 2020-2021 period at the peak of the global COVID-19 pandemic, when businesses shut down in multiple thousands. Now, those who've opted out of businesses are saying it's unbearable, but the business environment is unbearable, and due to, of course, high taxes coupled with the political instability that led to the June-July Anti-Finance Bill 2024 protests. Yes, now get this, in July 2023, data from the Business Registration Service, BRS, indicated that between 2018 and 2023, a period of 5 years, 9,441 registered companies in Kenya had closed shop, with many of them crashing out due to hard economic times.
I feel like the president may be getting it a bit wrong. In terms of, I get he wants, to grow the country, and he's taking the tax route, but you cannot grow a country that is not generating income in order to grow itself.
Who are you going to tax?
Yeah, exactly. So if he did something like reduce the taxes, or at least have a tax waiver for new businesses after 2 years for startups, where they don't pay any taxes, all they do is, it goes back into their business to fuel it. And then after the 2-year mark, you start charging them taxes. You're able to increase the economy. You're able to go up. You you basically inject money back into the economy and let people save up, let people actually enjoy. That way, even when I come to your store and I want to buy, let's say, your t-shirt or your beanie hat, instead of buying one, I can leave it 10 because I've got the money to spend. And I can go to JP, who's cooking, and buy a whole meal for the family. But now I'm stuck in between, okay, where do I spend my money? So I disregard you, but I go to him because I need food. That means you shut out. But if there is a way that we can inject money back in by reducing the taxes, we can actually increase the economy.
I don't think this government ever thinks about money in. It's always money out. They don't have that strategy. They don't have that in plan. I feel like you should definitely give them some advice. Like, literally.
Again, I say they need economists to sit down and actually tell them how to
the right economists.
And they also need to go and study whatever we've just seen on the news lately, the situation in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, where, of course, some of those countries have done away with their debts.
They also need to follow what Rwanda's doing.
And they're not taking in any more aid. They're working on their own. They're using the minerals, their resources. I heard that actually there's a lot of coffee and tea that's just been stuck in the port. Have you heard about that?
Where, in Kenya?
In the last 1 week. Tea and coffee has not been exported, and there's a lot of it going bad. Why would there be a situation like that? Our leading income earners, agriculture. We have so many fertile soils. Our lands are blessed. Why are we not exporting as much as we should? It's crazy. Why are farmers not getting the, what they deserve?
I don't understand, because for me, the president clearly has gotten everything that he wants. Everything on his wish list is at his disposal, which is, for example, the broad-based government. He did away with his deputy. Clearly, our taxes he keeps on getting loans. You feel me? So it has to have a trickle-down effect. People have to have money on their pockets. Other than that, let me tell you. no one's ever going to believe whatever strategy that the president has. And don't even get me started about his advisors.
Yeah.
This whole pool of economic advisors. Okay, fine. Tuesday, so the papers are saying, the economy is stabilizing. Stabilizing how, and people are shutting down businesses.
So that's BS. Because you had this guy who's in the finance committee who's been very UDA. What's his name? Nyeri.
Yeah.
The other day he came up and he was like, I'm not going to lie to you guys that the economy is improving.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that to you. What I'm going to say is I want to hear it from you that you guys actually have more liquidity in your pocket.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's it. That will tell us enough. You can't stand there and give us a whole script of how the economy is improving. Yeah, we don't feel it.
And this is kind of like also whatever's going down in America, whatever went down in America. Because I feel like at some point, humans of this era, you're not going to lie to them anymore. People are smart. Yeah. In America, to be honest, yes, Kamala did her own things, but you know what it boiled down to? Typical Americans, just normal working Americans want money in the pockets, and they felt like Trump was the right guy for that.
Yeah.
This is exactly what's going to happen in 2027 in Kenya. The candidate who's going to tell Kenyans how to get the money in their pockets is the one who's going to walk out.
Absolutely.
This thing.
And people will feel the money in their pockets.
It's no longer about tribe. It's no longer about party. It's no longer about you dancing on stage. It's no longer about promises.
Improvement of my life.
Me as an individual, how can I take care of my kids? How can I pay my bills? How can I actually invest for the future? How can I constantly be assured that, I can get paid for my worth? I have money in my pocket. That's the only thing Kenyans want to know. Not, we have this type of government. I'm firing who? So I want to work with who so that we get this other position. We don't care.
This country. No, I'm actually going to call it a company.
That's actually right.
Yeah,
we agree.
She likes talking about the company.
Yeah. This Kenyan company, proceed.
Because it's not even being run as a country. It's being run as a company. And we're taking so many loans. But if I ask you where some of these loans have actually gone to, you can't see it on the ground. If some of these loans were used to actually increase the amount of businesses that is here, to increase the economy, we would actually see something happening.
Yeah.
Okay, you're telling us you're going to do the roads. We've been hearing that story since Kingdom Come, that you're going to do the roads.
I agree.
But it's not happening.
Yeah.
So instead of focusing on the road, focus on how the people can get jobs, how they can make employment. Why don't you start incubation hubs and then just fund people to start small businesses?
I don't understand. By the way, Steph, such an awesome strategy. But guess what?
I'm speaking to the wrong people.
Not for this company.
Not for this company. This company called Kenya.
I was talking to
the CEO, eh?
Yeah, I was talking to a pal of mine in regards to partnerships, and I was just talking to him about Masai Mara, and he was telling me right now, man, business is bad because he drives these trucks and he drives the tourists.
Yeah.
The Masai Mara has been moved from being handled to the KWS. Now it's being handled by Nairobi County government.
Oh yeah.
And the county government has now increased the prices from $120 as it used to be. Now it's $400 USD.
What?
So tourists are opting for Tanzania as the best tourist destination.
And it's not just that. You come to JKIA, they look through your bags. You don't even have bag tags on them. You don't have price tags or anything. Yeah. And they start estimating how much stuff costs. Like there was a whole run that this lady put. I was reading it on Twitter.
The international, the American, is it the white person, yeah?
Yeah, and she was like, okay, how are you coming up with most of these things? Like Carrie explained, you know what Carrie says? Oh, we're sorry, our services were down, No, you didn't answer the lady the question. It's not about your services being down. It's how are you coming up with the prices for what you tell us that this is worth? If I come back with my phone, the people at the airport are going to tell me, oh, by the way, this phone you bought it needs
$20 to come back with that phone, even if you left with it.
Yeah, I heard they changed that, by the way, bro. They said for tourists, okay, we'll let you guys come through with your phone. We won't even check your phone.
That's cap. Because you know what?
Yeah.
I'll be on the plane. No. I'll be on the plane with a lady who's coming from Italy. I'll be like, hi, I'm a Kenyan. You're Italian. Wow. So, they have a principle. They have something that they do to tourists. Kindly pass through with this phone.
Yeah, it's true.
That's all they're going to do.
How are you going to know it's not your phone?
You're not going to know, So that's what people are going to start doing.
And it's just got me thinking about now our topic for this evening at 8:15. You know how these days, of course, the economy, no jobs. Kenyans, I love the Harambee spirit. Super na kusaidiana. But, and of course, there are also other Kenyans who are thriving. Guys are, smiling all the way to the bank. Don't ever get it twisted. I mean, the question here is very simple. Should you put your family on to your success? Should you put them on? Like if you're really thriving, you started your business, you just left Kericho. I mean, you left Moyale, you're here in Nairobi, but you got a whole bunch of family members out there who are, just waiting for that call. They're waiting for you to put them on. They're like, you know what, Steph, come through. I've got a gig over here for you. I mean, you know what, Steph, I know my boy.
Yeah.
I know my boy. He's in Standard. I'm going to put you on. Is it your responsibility Given all these things that we're seeing in the country, is it your responsibility to put your family on to your success?
I always believe that when you level up, don't burn the bridge behind you because someone else can use it to go up.
All right.
But in that same case, you've lived with your family for so long, you know them like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
You know this person stole 20 shillings last time when you left it on the table.
It's just 20 bob.
Yeah, so when you bring him in this company and it's 1,000 left on the table, you know...
He's going to steal it as well.
I'm going to be honest.
Kev forgives, remember? He doesn't care. He's a family member and he just killed someone. It's just 3 weeks ago. Come on.
Okay, finish with that explanation first.
Yeah, so you know their characteristics, you know their habits, and you're thinking, this person is going to come in here. It's my reputation in the line at the end of the day. So when I bring them here and they end up stealing the boss's phone, now they come to me and ask, who did you bring here?
It's true.
Exactly. So there's some people that you would bring on. Other people you'd be like, for the sake of those who could benefit, I'm not going to bring you on because you'll burn that bridge before I even have a chance to make another one.
Jeez, okay. So, sir, clearly the floor is open. It's a very open conversation.
Yeah.
We're not going to judge you. You can actually call us on 0719012600. Guys, are you obligated to put your family onto your success? Given all these things that we're seeing around, you guys, you just been grinding Vizuri, you finally got the bag, you got that promotion, whatever, man, you're on the rise. Things are looking good for you. Now, is it your job to put your family onto your success? It's 17 minutes after 8. You're coming back to vibe about that.
You played the best music.
More of the classics and the hits you love. SpiceFM.
I come to the man like Liberty, alongside the man them Carl Barrington leave it.